All right, look like we are live. We are live, brothers and sisters. Welcome. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live right here Sunday, what's this? The 19th, I think it is, of February. Coming to you live, brothers and sisters, from Houston, Texas. My name is Daryl Muhammad. I'm one of your hosts. Happy to bring to you tonight broadcast 139. That's right, you heard it right. 139. We're approaching our 150th broadcast. This is 139 of live broadcasts here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, you are part of a historical broadcast, a historical event. You know, you don't need anybody to recognize something for it to be historical. It only needs to make history for it to be historical. And this is an historical broadcast. Thousands upon thousands of people have seen this broadcast over the last 2+ years, and many have seen the replay. Many have reached out to Sister Brandy, Brother Rodney, myself, brothers and sisters. There's people unknown who've seen this broadcast. And we're thankful for each and every one of you all who have joined us, who's watching us right now live on our private platform, watching us live on YouTube, or maybe watching us in the replay. This is Black Wealth Empowerment Live, and this is the hour of power. Brothers and sisters, we have a very impactful, a very powerful message tonight. A very powerful message that we're going to bring to you. This is Black History Month. This is a new year. It's time for us as Black people to come on and do what we have been commissioned, that time circumstances tells us to do. It's time for us to do that. That's what this platform is all about. And we'll tell you here in a minute what this platform is all about. Why have we shown up 139 times? What is inspiring us? What is motivating us? We want to share that with you on this broadcast, as we've done with all of our broadcasts, because we want you to be inspired. We want you to be motivated. All right. So let us welcome our sister. You know who she is. She's the Black Martha Stewart. That's what I said. She's our membership coordinator. Whatever you want, she can bake it for you. Just come up with something. She can bake it for you, brother and sister. She's part of the original family of God. So she can do whatever she wants to do in that kitchen. Let us welcome our sister, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. Sister Brandy.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Brother Daryl. Praise be to Allah. Welcome, Black Wealth Empowerment members. We are live and in action again. As Brother Daryl already stated, we are in episode broadcast 139. I mean, what else can I say but wow? The broadcasts have been going live, steady, every single week. And we have a couple ups and downs, but through it all, we are continuing to make it. Yes. Black Wealth Empowerment friends and family. Listen, this is what we have to have you do at this present point. Go ahead into the private group and add your name. The mosque or study group that you attend, we say it every week. The mosque, study group, synagogue, organization, whatever entity that you participate in, put that information into the group. Also add in if you're in business by yourself or with some other people, if you're in business with your family, post that information, including your website, your telephone number, because we are not secret agents. If we're in business for ourselves, we letting the world know. And on Black Wealth Empowerment, we're doing the same thing here. So go ahead and post that information. And as soon as we get it, we're going to let everybody know on Black Wealth Empowerment and also YouTube that yes, Brother Daryl's here, and he is with the Diamond. Oh, I'm gonna tear it up, Brother Daryl. But you know the Diamond Group, right? And then yeah, Sister Brady's here with Just Naturally Amy Baker, and then Sister Tamora's here with da 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 da. Put your information in so we can acknowledge you, just like when you walk into class. You know the teacher's like, okay, so and so's here. Check, check, check. That's what we want to do on Black Wealth Empowerment. We don't have a lot of time. Brother Daryl didn't say it, but it is an hour of power. It's going up. It's going to be live and in action. And let me just add this last little note really quick. You know, when Brother Daryl posted and told the topic, you know, instantly within a matter of minutes, we had 9 amazing sisters like the post. Yeah, sisters. I'm just saying, the beautiful sisters are rocking. Okay, the brothers are, y'all coming along. But I'm just saying, sisters, keep it going. Okay, I'm looking for your name so we can post and acknowledge you on the Black Wealth Empowerment. Brother Daryl, I'm going to send it back to you. Welcome again, everybody.
All right, Sister Brandy. Thank you so very much. Sister Brandy, go and look and come back on and give shout outs to those sisters or whoever liked that post. We want to give shout outs to you, brothers and sisters. You know, in network marketing, they have a saying that goes like this. Some people die for it. Some people will kill for it. Some people, whatever they say, it's called recognition. Some people lie for it. Some people die for it. Some people kill for it. It's called recognition. That's just part of our beings, part of what is on the inside. If we want to be recognized, that's not vanity. That's not ego, or it might be ego, but it's natural ego. It's not blown out of proportion ego. We all want to be recognized. We want to be recognized for what we do. We want to be appreciated. See, that's the power of social media, where you can comment and you can exchange and you can, post things and people can retweet and share. It's an engagement to show that your effort is being appreciated. So we share, so we retweet, so we comment, so we like. See, we're having a human experience, brothers and sisters. What does she say? Mary Anderson, what she said? We're physical beings having a spiritual experience, or spiritual beings having a physical experience. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience, brothers and sisters. So we have to understand these things. That's why Black Wealth Empowerment is so powerful, because we bring you information that you probably never heard before. And if you have, not from this perspective, not from the perspective of our sojourner here in America, not something so strong and direct and unadulterated and just straight. See, because this is a private platform. We don't have to be concerned at all about the general public and how some might misconstrue it and take it the wrong way. That's the beauty of private. That's why, brothers and sisters, we have to mature and grow and understand the value of something private, a private selection, a private group. That's where people can be their authentic self, and they don't have to be so hesitant in expressing themselves. That's the beauty of this private group. That's why you want to go into our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. That's why you want to share. That's why you want to put your information. That's why you want to scroll through and see what's there of value that you can resonate with, that you can interact with, that you can get involved with. That's why you should do it, brothers and sisters. And we made it easy for you to do. Right below, if you're watching this in our private platform, our own private broadcast platform, right below you see virtual. What does it say? Virtual. Oh, help me out, Sister Brandy. But right there, the link below, it has a link that'll take you to the Facebook page. If you're watching this on YouTube or on a replay, you might not see that link. Then go to Facebook. Put Black Wealth Empowerment. It'll take you there. You click join. Sister Brandy will vet you to make sure you're okay. Make sure you're not sent but called to the group. You're not sent by a foreign agent. That you're not sent to cause problems. So Facebook will shut us down because we have questionable characters. So now the entire membership, livevirtualnetworking.com. That's what it is. Livevirtualnetworking.com. So the Facebook won't shut us down, because there's Facebook, a thing called Facebook jail. I've never been in it, but some of my friends on Facebook, they've been put in, excuse me, Facebook jail, where they shut down their Facebook account. So we don't need that. So she's gonna vet you to make sure you're okay. But don't let that stop you from sharing. Don't let it stop you from sharing, brothers and sisters. Right above my head in our private platform, you see some tabs. Those are there so you can press them. Those are called buttons. Right? The first one, you hit it. It's a like button. Facebook like. So you can like our page. It'll automatically like our page on Facebook. So that'll let Facebook know that a lot of people like this page. All right, next to it is a Facebook share button. You click that. You might have to log in. Once you log in, you'll be able to type in something. Here's what you need to type in. Hashtag BW Hangout. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. Now, before you hit the submit button, highlight that, drag and paste, highlight that, copy it, go to Twitter. Now you can send it after you copy it. Go to Twitter and just right click and paste it there. So you don't have to type it twice. And then send it out into the Twitter universe. All your friends on Facebook and Twitter is going to see the post. They're going to get a special invitation. So all they have to do is click on the button and then they can watch us live. That's your free gift to them. See, everything about Black Wealth Empowerment is set up so you and I can learn how to build wealth and learn how to be empowered. That's everything. The sharing, that's you paying it forward. Paying it forward is when you perform an act of goodness towards somebody else and you're not looking for something in return. It's just an act of kindness. So you're practicing universal wealth building principles that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with money, but it has something to do with wealth. Oh, that's what we got to understand. Don't confine wealth in abundance, as Jesus said. I've come to bring you life and life more abundantly. Don't get that confused or confine that just to money. Wealth has everything to do with everything in God's universe. Everything can be considered wealth in God's universe. And once we realize that, we might not have any money or might not be wealthy financially, but if we're wealthy in other areas of our lives, brothers and sisters, we are wealthy. We are wealthy. That's what we have to understand. So your heart won't be troubled, Sister Brandy, if you don't have $1 million in your bank, because you're wealthy in so many other areas. That's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about, brothers and sisters. You're at the right place at the right time. Go ahead and hit those share buttons again. I'm looking at the numbers down there on my screen. I can see what they are. We need to get the numbers up. We have to practice the principles of wealth building, and you do that by sharing. You do that by influencing others to participate in what you're participating in. This is a mission that we have. It's a movement. It starts out as a mission. It grows to a movement. It only grows to a movement when people come together under that mission and they take that mission and take it to another level. That's what it is, brothers. So that's what we have to understand. And we're here to give you that understanding by God's grace. We're here to help us, our consciousness, to be raised to another level. Right? You want your wealth to be raised? Well, your consciousness has to precede your wealth. So we here at Black Wealth Empowerment, we're here to raise the conscious level of Black people, to raise it up so we can think from a higher, loftier place. So now we can see clearly what it is we're trying to do. See clearly what it is we need to do. See clearly why it's important for us to come together. The title tonight for broadcast 139 is The Power of With Unity in Our Economic Survival. Brothers and sisters, we just going to touch the surface tonight. There's no way possible can we really get real deep into this. We're going to touch on this subject. What you do, you need to afterwards contemplate. That means to let it saturate your mind. You think about it and it just saturates your mind. Like if you stood outside in the rain, it just saturates your head. That's what contemplate means. And you just think about it. You let those thoughts, the content from this broadcast just saturate your thinking, and you think upon the things you're going to hear tonight. And then by God's grace, you'll be able to see more into it. You'll be able to go out and you'll be able to get more data that can help you to see more clearly. Raising up your consciousness is so you can see more clearly. All right, brothers and sisters, we're happy to be here. This is the Hour of Power, and I see our courage coach. I see him down there, brothers and sisters. I just wanted him to get on right quick and make sure that, he was ready, and make sure he had his headset on like a coach. He's the courage coach. You see those football coaches? He just don't have a clipboard, but you see them football coaches on the sideline doing this. You know why they do this? Because they don't want the opponents to read their lips, because they're filming, right? So they'll be able to read their lips. So, but see, the coach wants you to hear what he's saying. He wants you to read his lips. He wants you to watch it over again and over again and over again. So let's bring him on, the courage coach, our brother, no other than Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. Brother Rodney, welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you, Brother Daryl. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Brothers and sisters, thank you for watching the members, the wonderful, amazing, I've got to find a whole bunch of adjectives and things to describe you all. You got to know that you are absolutely phenomenal for just taking a moment out of your life to engage in some information that can transform your life and the lives of others. Never underestimate the power of a good word. Never underestimate the power of a good word, a kind word, an uplifting word. Never underestimate that power, because it doesn't stop with the individual that receives it. So the fact that you took time out of your busy schedule to say, you know what, I'm going to listen to BWE tonight. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to listen to this. Take just an hour, just to take a powerful hour in my life and say, I'm going to listen to and hope and just pray and I just want something to come in that can transform things for me. If you come in with that attitude, right, you listen to the rebroadcast with that thought in mind that it's something that's going to be said on this broadcast is going to change some things for me. If you go on with that, then what happens, it opens up your mind. Your mind starts calculating differently. It is a powerful, we got to get in some of these mindset things. At some point, we got to get deeper into some of these things. It's a powerful concept, brother. So if you come in with the right mental attitude, it starts your brain to move in, and you start to hear things you normally wouldn't have heard had you not started the wheels turning, if you will, in a certain direction, right? And so if you only want a 3-inch blessing, right, then you make a 3-inch hole to receive a 3-inch blessing. But if you say, no, today I'm going for a 24-inch blessing. Today's 24-inch blessing day. I receive that in my life. And then what happens is you open up your heart, your mind, your spirit, your eyes to receive a 24-inch blessing. Now, you might get a 3-inch and a 5-inch and a 9-inch come in and a 11.5-inch, but you're not tripping off that. You like, boy, woo, these blessings is flowing. But that 24 one is going to fit perfect right up in there, right there. Pow. But you opened your mind up to receive. And so that's why it's so powerful, so amazing. You're so awesome for taking the time out to come on BWE, right? And so thank you all for watching us. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. We got a powerful broadcast for you tonight. So lock in, get your notepad going, and definitely, by all means, jump in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and put some notes in there, because this stuff gets captured. So even if you got to go back later on, say, let me go back over that stuff I typed in, because you can type a lot faster than you write. You'll scribble some stuff like, what did I write down? I don't even know what I wrote. Even if you got to go back and correct the grammar and the spelling later, who cares? You can do that online, but get it out. That way somebody else can glean something. Say, oh, what do they do? Hey, on the broadcast, let me get on. And you can always go back and see what you wrote, what others wrote, and say, oh, I missed it. Let me go back to that 24-minute mark and write that down. All right. So brothers and sisters, lock in and get ready to type and share. So I'm gonna swing it back over to Brother Daryl so we can keep the broadcast rolling.
All right. Thank you so very much, Brother Rodney. Yes, sir. What Brother Rodney was talking about, I think is what is called the power of expectation. You want to come in to any event, even a concert, a basketball game, right? How many people would come to see Michael Jordan or Steph Curry? They come in with some anticipation. That's expectation. There's something about to go down. So they get all excited, get to the edge of their seat when he get the ball. Ooh, You got to do the same thing with your life, brothers and sisters. Nothing will happen without some level of expectation. Nothing. So, okay, Courage Coach, we'll talk about that, the power of expectation. Now, here's what I want you to do. I just did something here on the private platform here, the BWE private platform, brothers and sisters. Here's what you can do. Here's what I want you to do. This will double our count right now. Listen, here's what I want you to do. Everybody needs to do this. I'm going to have Sister Brandy start going back and checking and see who's following instructions. But here's what you can do. Hit the Facebook share button. Okay? It's already going to have the information for them to link to us. And here's what I want you to do. Down in I think it is the left-hand corner, you know how to tag people. Hit the little man with the plus. Hit him or her, whoever it is. Hit the person in the corner with the plus, which is the tag people, and tag at least 5 people. 5 people that you want to personally invite, that you believe, you almost are for certain that they would get on and they'll watch this broadcast right now. Once again, in the private platform, the BW platform, that if you're watching us, and I see a handful of y'all are watching us, hit the Facebook share. I already have populated for the link to us, and hit the tag person in the left-hand corner. And tag at least 5. At least 5 means minimum. It doesn't mean maximum. It says at least. So at least tag 5 people that you believe that they're going to get it right away, and they're going to hit the link. Do that right now. So when we go into our message here in the next 5 minutes, it's going to be powerful. Can you imagine the power of with? All capital letters, WITH. Unity in our economic survival. We might have to do a part 2. I don't know. It depends on how the Spirit kind of takes over tonight's program. We might have to come back for part 2, because that title is pregnant with a whole lot of possibilities. So go ahead and have some level of expectation of what the message is going to bring. Have some level of expectation. Be sitting on the edge of your seat, rocking back and forth, right? With your pen and pad, waiting for something that is meant just for you, that has your name on it, a message, a quote, a phrase, a sentence that has just your name on it. That's the highest level of the power of expectation, is when you're looking for something, listening for something that's just for you, that's been customized just for you. That's the highest power of expectation. So let's do that right now. Hit that Facebook share, do that. Hit this Twitter share, do that. LinkedIn share, do that. G+ share, do that. Pinterest, do that. Do that. Do that right now, brothers and sisters, because we're about to get into it in the next 5 minutes. You're not going to want to miss that. I'm looking forward to it, Courage Coach, Sister Brandy. I'm having a level of expectation for what God is going to share through us, for all of us. Because Courage Coach knows this. There's a saying among the teachers of self-help, and coaches in the self-help space, and trainers in the self-help space. There's a quote that says, the more the teacher teaches, the more the teacher learns. So that means when we share this with you, it's more for us, the teachers, the vessels, than it really is for you all. So welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Broadcast 139. I'm gonna swing it over to Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, if you got any shout outs, let's give the name of those sisters that tagged, and also let them know about what you Sister Brandy always got, Courage Coach. Sister Brandy always working on something behind the scenes. She don't never tell us what it is. She always just working on stuff, and it just pops up out of nowhere. She must think she must think this is Yummy Bakery or something. She must think, I don't know what she thinking, just open up the oven and boom, there's just cakes and stuff in it. Nobody knew that she was in the kitchen mixing up nothing. Children gone down the street, they playing, husband somewhere else. Or, he just sent somebody in there to open up the oven, and then they got cakes and breads and stuff there. So, Sister Brandy, go ahead and let us know what sisters, showed us some love in our private, elusive, exclusive group. Let us know what you got planning for some sisters, just sisters.
Yes,
Brother
sir,
Rodney
Brother
and I
Daryl.
gonna sit down. And it's gonna be just sisters.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Brother Daryl. Thanks, Brother Rodney. Welcome, Brother Rodney. Wow, man, it took a little while, but we're glad you're here, Brother Rodney. Okay, so listen, I was telling Brother Daryl just a little earlier in Black Wealth Empowerment members that when Brother Daryl had posted the topic on tonight, it was 9, that was including myself. So let's say 8 amazing, awesome, super dope sisters that responded like, yes, I love this topic. So let me give you the names of the sisters. We have Sister Marva, Sister Teresa, Sister Shirley. We have Sister Candace, Sister Latanya, Sister Sharon, Sister let's see, Shannon, and Sister Vonda. And we had one brother, Brother Rodney. But with that being said, within a matter of moments, 9, yes, I did say 9, completion. 9 sisters responded like, yes, I love this topic. So I was really excited. I was empowered, and I was like, let's get it, right? Okay, so with that being said, let's jump over to the other part that Brother Daryl was talking about. Next month is the month in which we'll be having a sister, it's called like sisterhood chat. And so it will be the opportunity for some of the amazing Black Wealth Empowerment members to get on, which are all sisters, of course, of all, denominations. You don't have to be Muslim, you don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be Jehovah's Witness. It's select maybe 5 or 6 sisters that'll get on the broadcast, and we're all going to discuss about, of course, a sisterhood, and in addition to that, being entrepreneurs and business owners, and being moms and wives, and etc., etc., etc. And so I went through the list, and I have several names, but we won't give those yet because it's not quite time. But when it is, I will absolutely make sure that we have everything posted up, and all the amazing sisters that'll be on the panel will be prepared. We'll have a few questions, but we want to really make sure we delve deep into the topic that'll be covered that evening. So our members who are not able to participate because you're not part of the panel, it's okay. You still have an opportunity to engage with us and the sisters on the panel by asking questions and getting answers and just kind of learning about each other, right? So it's going to be amazing. Brother Darren and Brother Rodney are going to be somewhere else. You know, sometimes as sisters, we find our spouses other places, but the sisters are all, we're in this one space, and we're going to be all together in March. We don't have the date quite yet. Still looking for a couple of amazing sisters. So if you're on the broadcast this evening and you want to be part of it, let me know. Send me a message. We got like till next week to make this final decision, because if you don't know, Savior's Day is around the corner. Happy Savior's Day, family. I'm gonna send it back to, I don't know, Brother Darrell, Brother Rodney, who wants to go? It's here we
All
go.
right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate you. All right. On that note, I'm glad you mentioned that, Sister Brandy. All right, brothers and sisters, those of you who are part of the BWE family who will be attending Savior's Day, make sure you keep your eye on the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. We're going to give you a meetup place where we can meet each other face to face in Chicago. So make sure those of you who are attending Savior's Day next week, this week that's coming up, make sure you stay tuned to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Sister Brandy and Brother Rodney and I, we're going to get together and have a location based on, our availability and where we're staying, and make it convenient for everybody. It'll be one of the host hotels. So if you're staying in one of the host hotels, you'll be close enough, and we'll make sure it doesn't conflict with any of the workshops or anything like that, because brothers and sisters, we do need to meet. I mean, technology is good, but it's never to replace what God has created, and that's human interaction, direct, person to person, right? They say chest to chest, personal interaction. There is no replacement for that. Absolutely none. So we're going to meet up there in Chicago and meet each other and take a group picture and put it in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And we want to go social heavy on this Savior's Day weekend. So stay tuned for that, brothers and sisters. Make sure you reach out to us. We want to connect with you there in Savior's Day. All right. So thank you for the shout outs, Sister Brandy. Brothers and sisters, we have a hot topic for you tonight. It's the bottom of the hour. It's time for our inspirational part of tonight's message. We have to put the first thing first. The first thing is not money. The first thing is not it's not motivation. It's inspiration. Go and clear the word. Look the word up. Know the difference between motivation and inspiration. So we have a inspirational part. We lead with that with our courage coach and Sister Brandy. And then I come on with the motivational piece. Tonight's subject is what? The power of with unity in our economic survival. That's powerful, brothers and sisters. We're going to try to cover as much as we can tonight. If for whatever reason we can't cover a lot of, the points we need to kind of open this topic up, open this subject up, so then you can take it with you for the rest of the week. You can take it with you in the Savior's Day. Like I said, you can think about it. You can meditate on it and see how it can even expand even more beyond what we're going to share with you tonight. So let's go into our inspirational part of tonight's message from our brother Rodney Assad. Brothers and sisters, if you don't know about this brother, you need to know about him. He's a powerful brother. He's one of the jewels in our nation. He's one of the jewels in our Black American community. He's one of the brothers who have dedicated his life to uplifting others. You know, the Bible says of a man who would give his life for a friend. This is one brother who has given his life for friends that he have yet to meet and some that he will never, ever meet. He's going to take us into the inspirational part of our tonight's subject, brothers and sisters. You pay attention, share this stream, hit that Facebook share, tag some people, because it's going not down, it's going up. Like Sly Family Stone say, we're going to take you higher. Courage Coach, take the people higher, please.
Inshallah. Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Thank you all. Once again, brothers and sisters, I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. This is a powerful topic, subject, very full and pregnant of possibilities and directions we can go with it. Brother Daryl suggesting that we could have to do a part. This absolutely. We could do, 8, 9, 10, 12 parts and never exhaust. We can't exhaust this concept of our conversation. It's not possible for us to exhaust it. But we can do what we can do right now to kind of get the ball rolling, get the machine turning, right? The wheels turning in our minds. Now, one of the things some of you may know, may not know, I don't know, depending on where you are in life. The Nation of Islam, we have student enrollments, actual facts, and things like that. Those who've never been to a Nation of Islam meeting, you deserve to go. If you've never done it, it's not what you think. I know you might have seen something, read something. Don't get caught up in that. Just go to a meeting. It's like going to a different church. I grew up Pentecostal. Go hang out. Go to the Baptists. Go hang out with them for a minute. Just see what's going on down there, right? You might go Church of God in Christ, Church of Christ. Don't get caught up in all that. Just go and fellowship. See, you don't have a problem saying hi to the person at the supermarket, and you didn't ask them what their religious affiliation was. So why wouldn't you fellowship with somebody and go intentionally to their place of worship and say, hey, I want to just come to fellowship. I'm not here to join. I just want to fellowship just to see my people. Okay. And so same concept. Don't get caught up in that. So what I want you to do is when you do that, at some point during your journey, you're going to come across some things, some phrases, some words, some sayings that you're going to be like, what is that? What did they just say? But one of the things is in our student enrollment, our actual facts, it asks a question, right, of the population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth. Now, I'm not going to go all into it and give you the details and all that stuff. But in that question, in the answer, right, it talks about the population of the original nation being at the time 17 million. And then it says, and with, watch, it says, and with the 2 million Indians makes 19 million, then gives a number of all over the planet Earth, right? Now, and with the 2 million Indians. Now, I thought to myself, I said, well, we're going to talk about the power of with, right? Why with? Why with thee? Well, the word with in this phrase is actually a preposition. It's a preposition. And some of you say, what the heck is a preposition? I wasn't too good in English, brother Rodney Assad. I wasn't too good. It's okay. We're going to clear some of this up. See, a preposition is a word governing and usually preceding, watch this now, a noun or pronoun and expressing a relation to another word or element in the clause. I know some of you like a little lost with that. Don't worry about it. It's the word governing and usually preceding a noun or pronoun and expressing a relation to another word or element in this situation. So wait, if the population originally is 17 million and with the, now the being a definite article, with the 2 million Indians, is showing a relation, right? Expressing a relation between the 17 million and the 2 million. But what is the word with in the definition, right? Now, with actually at the root of with is actually against. It's not necessarily in the negative sense, but it actually means against. But it's not the way you think about it. With also means in its definition accompanied by, in the same direction as. Watch this word, indicating responsibility, affected by, and indicating, watch, separation or removal from something. 17 million with the definite article, the 2 million Indian. Now, when original people get together with one another, powerful things happen. The Bible talks about where 2 or more are gathered, there am I, God, in the midst of them, right? A 3/4 chord is not easily broken. See, there's some power in unity. But what we unify with who? Why? What we unify with? See, remember we talked about just a moment ago with this definition, expressing a relation. There's a relationship between us and our native brothers and sisters, our Mexica brothers and sisters. Now you say Mexican, but they are our native brothers and sisters. Yes, the Spanish colonizers don't make them different, no more than us being a little more light-skinned make us not black. Don't get caught up in that. Spanish, that came from Spaniards, the colonizers, the conquistadors coming over here, raping the women, taking over the land, confusing the people, giving them a strange language, strange gods. It happened. But these are our original brothers and sisters. So we're not going to separate them by saying, well, they're Mexicans and they're not really Indians. No, same people. So let's not even twist it up. Just different phases of colonization and happenings, all right? So now, here we got a relation between each other. I don't know how many of you have this in your life. I don't know about you. It's me, mine. Most of us, if not all of us, have some Native American family ties. If you grew up in this, they have people from the South, absolutely. Because we had to have a unity of purpose during the time of slavery and the outright murder of our indigenous people. There was a unification that happened of families. Not to say that the fact that we all were one people anyway, from the beginning, but a lot of years went by, so we became separated, if you will. But now that we have this knowledge of self, and we know that with means alongside, right, accompanied by, in the same direction as, and indicating a responsibility, we all have a responsibility to one another to lock arms, to link up. Why is this even important, brother Rodney Aside? Why deal with this, coach? Why do we need to link up? Brothers and sisters, here's the thing. Our Native American brothers and sisters, our Mexica brothers and sisters, did not know how to work the land as we work the land. They have not been picking the grapes and the oranges and the broccolis and the things in these farms. They haven't been the indentured servants of this new age Caucasian for all this time for nothing. They haven't been the menial laborers all this time for nothing. We have to have a shared experience where we all, by and large, in terms of like super black people, Africans brought to America, enslaved folk, you know what I mean, right? Where we had an experience on this side of it all. Some of us got very, as my brother T. Jakes would say, suchy much. We get a little highfalutin. We talk about what we not gonna do no more, and I get it. Right? We're away from the farm. I ain't doing that. Ain't nobody trying to sweep up. I ain't no slave. I got it. Horrible experience. Well, we're them having to go through that same kind of experience without all the torture and the hangings and all that. I'm not trying to compare it like that because it's not necessary. We're family. However, they've worked menial labor for some of them for nothing, for pennies, for mistreatment, for the abuse of their women and children, to sleep outside the huts and shacks and nothing, to get pennies to survive. They know what it's like. Now, many of them coming out of that get a little suchy much too. It's all right. It's a process. Brothers and sisters, we have shared experiences. So our unity in those shared experiences, meaning watch, when we unite, we have varying degrees of experience and life happenings that uniquely qualify both groups of people to connect and build. Can you imagine with the work ethic of both the Mexica Indian and the black man and woman in America, right? Our we don't care, get it done attitude, fight anybody, right? So we got our army already lined up. Ain't nobody gonna come take what's mine. That's us all day. So you can imagine partnering some of that swag we got, the work ethic here, the work ethic of our original family on the other side of this coin, and we link up. See, these are people who are rearing horses and cattle and sheep and goats and donkeys. Yes, right here in Arizona, I can drive right down the street and see them. I watched some brothers and sisters riding their horses today. Oh yeah, these are our family. When we are able to link up as one solid wall, see that width becomes the most powerful part of the whole equation. But if we can't get to that width in all caps, then we can, at the period, that's where we're going to stop, right at the period. So if you go back and look at the title, that's where we stop, right at the period. If we can't get that width together, you might as well go ahead and put a period after because we're done. There is no economic survival. There is no survival without us linking up. So brothers and sisters, the point of this inspirational message is this. I want to inspire, encourage, and somehow cajole you to link up in a deeper way with our Mexican and indigenous people, right? Link up. Learn to speak Spanish. It's not even optional anymore. It's a requirement. I had one of my customers, Spanish speaking sister. She didn't speak no English, and she told me I need to learn to speak Spanish. She straight up. She wasn't even playing. Older lady. She was like, "You need to speak Spanish. You need to learn how to speak Spanish." She wasn't even like maybe. She was not kidding, and I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And it's been messing with me for a few days now. I'm like, dang, not that like I ain't gonna do it. It's messing with me. It's like, dang. Now I got this in my head and I can't get rid of it because now I got to hear and obey. Not, dang, I got to hear and obey. It's like, now I got to hear and obey. Wow, okay, I got to look at how I'm going to work this out. Brothers and sisters, we have to do this. Our very lives depend on it. So next time you in your city, town, wherever you live, and you passing by our Mexica or Mexican brothers and sisters, our native brothers and sisters, give them a greeting. Say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. Buenos dias, Buenas noches, hola, whatever. Do whatever you know, but speak and go out of your way to bridge the gap because they've been taught to dislike their family, just like we've been taught to dislike our family. We gotta get rid of that. So if you don't talk to them, they ain't talking to you. They speak Spanish, you speak some form of weird English Ebonic thing. We got to disconnect. How do we connect that? Being friendly, being kind, and going out of our way. The responsibility is on us to go out of our way, indicating responsibility to reach out and connect with our brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters is critical, it's mandatory. I thank you all for listening to this piece of it, the inspirational point. I pray that something I said inspired you to see the need to get with the 2 million Indians and more, really. I'm Rodney Saad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to connect with our people. Peace.
All right, all right. Thank you, Brother Rodney. Thank you very much, brother and sister. That was a powerful message. See, that's what we have to understand, that what we bring here at Black Wealth Empowerment, you can't find anywhere else. And if you can, you'll spend a whole lot of time wasted trying to find it. You've already found it. See, we give you the substance of what we need as Black people to even be able to even approach Black wealth empowerment properly. See, that what you hear in the inspirational part, brothers and sisters, it relates directly with the motivational piece that we're going to get into here shortly. See, you have to understand what happens in the abstract, esoteric, spiritual realm is just a preview of what's possible in the physical realm. See, this is what you and I have to understand. It's not one or the other, it's and in both. Brother brought you the idea, the reality of what we need to do, what we must do in order to survive. You unite, and our economic survival is with. We're going to get more into that from a financial standpoint here in a minute, but let's roll it over to our sister. We want to hear from our sister as we always do. You always should leave time to hear from our sisters because they always bring things, from a totally different angle, right? And it may not be strong and hard like myself or Brother Rodney because, we're alpha men, right? But she's going to bring it, the message from her perspective that can resonate with all of us, especially the sisters. So let's turn it over to our Sister Brandy, so she can talk about the power of with. Because if anybody know how to do stuff with folks, it's definitely the Black woman, the mother of civilization. Sister Brandy, what you got for the people?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Rodney. Thank you, Brother Darrell. So, listen, brothers and sisters. So, once again, the message is for my amazing sisters. I'll just kind of quickly go over some notes I had. When I had got the topic, I pondered over it. I actually pondered over it so much I was awakened in the middle of the night about this topic. And it was so interesting because what I got from it, I pray to Allah that you receive it in the way I'm going to present it. And so, once again, the topic is the power of with, unity, our economic survival, right? And so when I was thinking about it, I went back into the teachings, as Brother Rodney just stated, and I went over our lessons for the sisters, and it talks about our units and how we have units and how it talks about. So the word, let me say this: the word unity. Within the word unity, you have the word unit, right? And so within unity, there's the word unit, and we have in the Nation of Islam, the sisters, we have units. And so I was just thinking about it and just figuring out how a lot, just came up with this idea of us having these certain units that we have to be able to master, right? And so in that process of us learning and growing and being engaged in our classes, we are learning how to master those units. So then we become and we connect and have some form of unity. A good example is when you're playing basketball or any type of sports that you're playing, right? You're playing a sport, and in order to master that sport, in order to be successful in that sport, you have to have a team, but then you also have to be able to work together in harmony and unity. And so for us as MGT, we do the same thing. We work in harmony and unity together to to meet and exceed the different goals that we're striving to master. So another example will be in our class, one of our subjects or one of our books that we're on in our units is dealing with how to take care of your husband. But even with that being said, taking care of your husband is also internal and how we have to work to take care of ourselves, right? So we can be in unity with Allah, with God. And when we take time to master ourselves, we can master the next thing. We can master how to take care of our husband. We can master how to take care of our children. And we can go on and we can live civilized lives and we can continue on to learn and grow and be successful at home and abroad. Listen, that unity right there is amazing. Even if you're not a sister in the Nation of Islam and you're a sister, we as sisters have a covering over our heads. It's a hood. And so we all work together, no matter where we are, who we are, to be a protection for each other. And so for me, it just reminded me to encourage myself, to encourage you, to encourage all the sisters that are here on the broadcast today, that are watching us live, those who are watching the replay, those who are watching on YouTube. As a sister, you have a sisterhood within the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. And please be assured, the sisterhood, it has no limits. There is no like, oh, well, no, not you today because you're not part of the nation. Oh, not you today because you're not Jehovah's Witness. No, it's a sisterhood. And we got to work to unite. And we have to work to build our unity so we can all be successful. Yes, I am very partial to my sisters because the brothers, they talk about brother stuff. And it's okay. And it's okay for us to talk about sister stuff and still be in alignment with one another. Because we can all grow and develop and elevate at the same time. God willing. Okay? So I pray that you receive the message. Just remembering the power of unity. It's us. We got it. It's just a matter of stepping out on faith and doing what we say that we're going to do to be successful and holding each other accountable and also helping each other along the way. I heard earlier today, and I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna give it to Brother Daryl. Earlier today, our student minister, our local student minister in Columbus, had made a point, and he was saying some of the transitions that people have had in his life within the last 2 years, and he was explaining how sometimes you might go down the street, right, or let's say you're going in the store and you're in the store and you pass something, you didn't notice that you passed it, so you just walk by. Same thing with us as people. Sometimes we just go by people and don't say anything. You never know what's going on in their world, in their mind, in their heads. But it's okay. Sometimes we just got to accept and be understanding with each other. Other times we got to reach out and just pick up the phone if you haven't seen your sister in a long time, or you haven't seen her within the last week and she wasn't at class, or she wasn't at the mosque, or she wasn't at church, or wherever you normally see her at, or she wasn't in the same spirit that she normally is. As sisters united in unity, we've got to make sure that we are always reaching out to each other, because you never know what people are going through at present times. I mean, I may smile all the time, like, yeah, life is great. But if you only know sometimes, I would be crying. But you know what? The beautiful thing is that I'm learning to master myself. And with God's help, we can continue to master ourselves internally so we can help the next person. And our lessons continue to grow and elevate. I'm done. Just a reminder, we are unified together because we believe. All right. Have a great, great evening. I'm going to send it to Brother Daryl. Brother Daryl's going to bring it on and talk about the economic survival. All right. Love y'all. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. We're going to go into the final phase or final part of our program here tonight, brothers and sisters. As we wrap up, we have about 7 minutes left. Let's get into the motivational part of tonight's message. We're going to talk about the economic survival part. Survival. So you really have to look up that word survival. We think it means just to exist. And it doesn't mean just to exist. It really means to expand and grow and live into the future. Live into the future, meaning that you have to have enough right now that will carry you into the future. Do we have enough money right now, brothers and sisters, that would carry us into the future, that would survive beyond our present existence? That's what it's all about. That's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about. To do it the way we should do it as original people is to start with the inspiration part first, understanding that, and then wrapping our minds around that understanding so well to where now we can synthesize it down into our everyday lives. We can now synthesize it down into our financial lives. We have what we have financially to work with, but we desire more. We desire to have economic survival that can survive through the challenges, the financial challenges that happen in life. But we have what we have, and it's not enough. So what do we do? What do we do, brothers and sisters? Well, Brother Rodney gave it to you. Sister Brandy gave it to you on the high spiritual, esoteric level. How do we do it down here on the ground, sound while we're still around, as Dr. Khaled used to say, right? How do we do that? Well, you take what you have and you get with the power of with. You get with other people and you pool your resources. You unite with other people. You put your money with other people's money. You go out and you leverage your skill set, your mindset, your knowledge, your energy. You take all that you have and you find people that have what you don't have financially, and you go into some kind of agreement with them to go in towards a certain financial direction together in business, in real estate, in other areas. See, what you have to do, what we have to do, brothers and sisters, we have to take these ideas and concepts and write them down on a piece of paper, and then like the spelling bee, like on Soul Train, right? And it's all mixed up. You see the letters, you clear on what those letters are, but you have to put it in a special order, a special way, so you can spell the words. You have to take this information, these ideas, these concepts, and move them around and put them in different places until it kind of spells out the answer, the solution to wherever you are financially. See, nobody is going to give you the exact prescription for my financial destiny. Give you the exact, we'll give you pieces and bits and do this and do that, and here's what you need to do. But you have to sit down, brothers and sisters, and you have to put it all together. So you got to get all the pieces. You don't have all the pieces right now. I don't have all the pieces right now. I'm talking about financially now. See, we live in a multi-trillion-dollar economy. If all you need is 10 million, it's in that multi-trillion-dollar economy that we live in. But we have to go out there and get with it. We got to go out there and engage. We have to go out there and sift from it. We have to go out there and get with people who have the knowledge we don't have, who have the other monies that we don't have, that we need to invest in opportunities, have the skill set, have the connections. We have to get with those people. And believe it or not, brothers and sisters, everybody we need to accomplish whatever we want as Black people financially, we have it in our community. We have it in Black America. Everything. You and I just have to have a specific thing in mind that we want to do, so clear that we can articulate it and go out there and look for people, unite with people, to as your and my financial aspiration is in alignment with theirs. So we're working our individual and our collective goals together. Because I'm not going to get off mine to get on yours, and I don't expect you to get off yours to get on mine. That means we're not going in the right direction. You have to get with people, unite with people that are in the same economic lane that you're in, the lane of economic survival. Brothers and sisters, separate, divided, we can't survive. Because we're going against things, we're going against forces that are organized against our survival. So we have to be organized. We have to live purposely. We have to live by design. That which we want to do financially, we have to do it by design. We have to do it purposefully, and we have to be about our business more now than ever before. We have to let go of the old man, take on the new man that understands the power of with, unity, and economic survival. Look up the word survival. Get a good old English dictionary and look it up. Look it up. Get you a dictionary. Get you a dictionary, a physical dictionary. Because I look up words, Courage Coach, and dictionary.com. You ask them for a definition of the word, and they're using 3 words to define the word. Come on now. There's more to that word than your little sentence. Right? They act like they trying to give you the definition on Twitter or something, 140 characters. Come on. You want to get a definition of the word that'll break it down, give you the etymology of the word, tell you where the root word came from. Now that's when you know you have a good definition. You look up survival. It doesn't mean just to exist. That's it in its very minimal term, but a very maximum term or definition of survival is to have all you need to perpetuate yourself, to survive into the future against whatever that may come against you, economically, financially. I'll end with this story, brothers and sisters. Some of you all know that I was a stockbroker for one of the top 4 Wall Street firms in America. By God's grace, I was a stockbroker for 6 years. I found myself being part of a less than 1% group as a stockbroker. Less than 1% of stockbrokers are black men. I was on the inside of Wall Street looking out. So I'm not telling you something I read in a book. I'm telling you what I know. Brothers and sisters, when I became a stockbroker, I started looking at all this money in these accounts, Brother Courage Coach, Sister Brandy. I started looking, accounts after accounts after accounts. One of the executives at Enron, you may remember Enron. One of the executives at Enron had just one of his accounts there at Charles Schwab. And I'm looking at all this money. And I'm saying, these people got all this money, but they're still investing. Now, the first thing that would come to our mind, being poor, financially poor-minded people, is they're greedy. And I thought that only for a quick second, because I knew that was a defeating thought. I knew I couldn't do anything with that, because I don't plan to be greedy financially. Greedy. I said, there must be something else to it, Brother Courage Coach. There must be something else to it. And here's what I found. These people are investing. They're expanding their wealth because they understand economic survival. They understand that they got all that they need. But what about the future? They have all that they need. But they know how volatile the economic environment is. They know how volatile it's gonna be, and they know how bad it's gonna get. So they want to make sure that they can do their best to have enough and then some, because you never know what enough is until it's not enough. They wanted to make sure they had more than enough that can carry them past these economic, financial threats and survive and overcome. That's what it's all about, brothers and sisters. And that's what we have to do. We have no choice. If we don't do it, we can't complain. And then we'll just have to suffer the consequence. But see, it's never just the consequence to you. It's the consequence to us, our children, and unborn children. So let us unite with each other. It doesn't take thousands of people. Courage Coach quoted the Bible earlier tonight. Whenever 2 or more are gathered in my name, if it's you, brothers and sisters, you got a half of the 2 that you need. You're just looking for one more person. If that's too hard, then you know what I say? Don't worry about it. Just go watch the football game. Don't worry about it. Stop agonizing yourself, saying that you want wealth, you want success, you want abundance, you want prosperity, but then not willing to do it, to do what it takes. And then you agonize yourself. Oh, I feel bad because I ain't wealthy. But we're not trying to do anything about it. We just gave you the formula, brothers and sisters. Now we got to work the formula. We have to work it. And it's going to take the rest of our lives to work it. So let's get started. That's our message for tonight. God willing, we'll see you at Savior's Day. Happy Savior's Day. We'll see you at Savior's Day, and we'll be excited to see you. We can put a face to a face. We can put a voice to a face. And we can touch spirit to spirit and rejoice. Because one day we won't be here. But hopefully we would have economic survival in place. So even though we're gone, our works, our spiritual works, which will then manifest into our financial works, will survive. All right, brothers and sisters, thanks for listening. Let's roll over to Courage Coach for some final words. Sister Brandy, because this is broadcast 139. We creeping, we sneaking up on 140, 150, 160. What are you creeping up on? You creeping up on getting some people here to watch this powerful, powerful message. Nobody's been going as long as we have. Not that I know of. And I don't think they exist. Courage Coach, final words.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Thank you, everybody, for watching this once again. Thank you for just spending that time, taking the time out of your busy life schedule to just be with us, to allow us into your minds. It really is a very humbling place that you allow us into your mind. You got to guard your mind. Guard your mind at all costs and make sure, really, absolutely make sure that what's being sent in your direction, whatever communication is being sent in your direction, that you know what's going in, because it has an effect on us. It has an absolute effect on us. So if you're not quite getting things going the way you think they should go, things are not quite working out in your life the way you think they should work and other things, then you got to watch what's coming in here and what's coming in here. Because those two entry points for us is really what's determining for most of us our success and failure in this world's life. What's coming in here and what's coming in here. Because those two places affect what's going on up in here. And I'm saying the heart, but it's really up in here. Right? And so thank you for allowing us some space on your hard drive that we downloaded some information. Now, the stuff that you don't think will work for you, delete those, or maybe put them in a file folder off to the side, say for possible deletion. But the things that you believe right now can work for you immediately, put those right down. Put that, make that a part of your operating. Put that an app on your screen of your life, and make that something a button you could press right now. Just say, oh, let me hit that right now. I'm just having fun with it, but that's how you got to think about this thing. All right. So thank you for joining us. Those of you who watch the rebroadcast, thank you for watching the rebroadcast. You need to be a part of the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. So find us on Facebook and come get down with us. We got to unify and link up. We are all we have. I'm Rodney Saad Muhammad. Peace.
Thank you, Brother Rodney. Appreciate those final words, Sister Brandy.
Yes, sir. Once again, thanks, Black Wealth Empowerment family. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor. I'm glad to say that I know amazing Black Wealth Empowerment members. Listen, next week is Savior's Day. We won't see you except if you're in Chicago, Illinois. If you don't come any other day, make sure you come on Sunday to hear from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It is going up. It is going to be live and in action, and definitely we would love to see you there. Sister Brandy Muhammad, I am over and out. Have a great evening, everybody. Happy Savior's Day.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here for broadcast 139. You are making history with us here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Sister Brandy said it. God willing, we'll see you in Savior's Day. We won't have a broadcast next week, but you know how we are. We might just pop up live with everybody in the live stream, inside the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. You never know. Life has its surprises. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. As always, God willing, we'll see you at the top. But we'll have to do it together. The power of with unity and our economic survival, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. Thanks for being here. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, God willing. Peace.